Just a little disclaimer for everybody that's pouring in, man. We're gonna make some shit work today. We got some different things going on, but you know what? If make shit work could be the theme of the show today, I got the right person in the building because he's been around since we've been making shit work when it comes to the stew. So yeah, I'm excited, man.
Do you know how hard it is not to yell that at people in LA? Because it doesn't. So for those of y'all have never been to a Beat Club podcast, like live in-person event, the motto was always make shit work. Because producers show up with mad equipment and this and that, and I don't know how to plug it in, and it was like the show must go on. And these dudes make shit work. The whole crowd would be screaming at people. So now I go to events and they are making shit work, but I'm real tempted a lot to just be like, make shit work. And it's like, they don't know you like that.
Yeah, they
it's
know.
not how you talk to people outside.
Yeah,
of
you gotta be careful in the West. Yeah, you know.
But that is running in my head every time I run into an issue in my life. I hear make shit work.
Yeah.
And
because at the end of the day, you still got to get to it. You still got to get to it regardless. So I know you went over to the West, man. How was the producer culture over there, and how has it like fine-tuned your ears? I know you spoke on it just a little bit.
It's been healthy, man. Tapping in. It feels like there's a bit of a renaissance even. Like there's so many shows. There's at least 10 producer shows a month, and I've been trying to get to all of them. I made it to like most of them now. I've been mostly rocking with Scenario, which is Daddy Kev, who used to do Low End Theory out there.
Okay.
So I've been going to Scenario. There's a Beat Cinema. There's a Beat Mecca. Ladies Love Loops I was just at. There's Organic Beat Sessions.
Wait. Run that back. What was the name of that last show?
Ladies Love Loops.
Nigga, what?
That's for
I
you.
need to come
I
on,
got you
fam.
the T-shirt. I was slipping.
I'll wear a T-shirt just because my name is in that motherfucker.
I think some of them sent records, or they were going to. They shared this at least. So I've been tapping in. It's been cool. It's different out there though. Like, they really pay attention to your sound system. So I've been like, I went to this one, and other people are like, yeah, it's too bad their PA is trash. Like, you can't get any low end on it. Like, people are critiquing what type of sound. So it's like the promoters have their systems. It's like, I learned about low C. Do you know low C?
No.
I learned about low C out there. It's like C2 or something, but it's the lowest like audible note you can hear.
Really?
And if you have a sub that can play that, the producers will be like, yo, can I hit that? Because I'm going to. And they'll throw it in sparingly, and like that shit'll just, your hair will stand up. You know what I mean? So they have different, they know which systems they can even go to the max on and which they can't. And they're kind of, it's really on that, like pull up with your sound system ready to go on top of everything. So it's been cool, man. It's all love out there. I've been meeting people, locking in. Like I've had sessions out there. It's real, oh, you're a drummer? Like, so you'll know how to use this. Here's a machine. Play with it. Like, real welcoming, just teach you what's going on, like, get you in the mix. Very collaborative. I've been invited to more sessions out there in a year than I got invited to in a decade in Boston, it feels like. Like, I feel like because I am providing these opinions in this manner, I should just say almost a decade of experience on the radio, curating podcasts, curating albums. We review submissions, interview artists. Like, I do interact with a lot of music and understand how it goes in a lot of different scenarios. You know, reps in the area will pull me aside. Can you sit one-on-one and listen to this artist, this and that? I'm not just some guy. I'm not some guy either, but, like, there's a little bit of a resume. I know, like, we came on with, like, not a lot of intro, so I just don't want them to think I'm some dude who's, like, got wild
Sam's been here before, so you guys need to either get familiar with the past episode. I will get you a little familiar here, but Sam's here for a reason. Let's just say that. I mean, and Sam came up with this idea, and I want to salute Sam on just the ideas and the creative ideas at that, on how he curates content. He gets all these MCs together that have been on the radio show and get them and gives them a chance to spit over some beats that you guys provide every single year. And I mean, there's been times where we've gotten like 80 beats and we had to A&R through 80 beats and send over a select amount. When Sam takes that, he ends up placing you guys with other MCs out there to create content and create dope music and really cross promote, which has been fire. We've been doing it for quite some time.
Yeah, and shout out Algorithm C. He pulled up on me in LA and like we chopped it up. Like I met him in the flesh like a month ago. Great.
Really?
Dude. Yeah.
So
we met him through y'all, and he started tapping in with LFOD. I'd see him
Fire.
in the comments. He watches our stuff. He gives us good feedback. And then I was like, bro, and we linked.
Yeah.
And he's good people.
And he fucks with us as well. Like, besides just the show, he's one of our like best fans as well. Like he goes and he watches our YouTube
You
stuff
get the
afterwards.
comments?
Yeah,
The
like,
YouTube comments?
Yeah,
He
like,
holds it down
We
on
appreciate
YouTube.
that very much, family. So my apologies for messing up your name today, man. It's been one of those days, but I will say we definitely do appreciate it because that stuff is needed. You need
It is.
You need those type of people around to let you know you're doing something that matters.
I feel so good when I get the comment.
Yeah. You're like, all right, someone, yeah, all right, I'll take that. I need that.
You're probably like me. You get the text like, "Yo, man, what you've been doing is cool." I'm like, "Yeah, can you say that in public, like out loud?"
You know, like it's cool right here between us, but you know, say it for the world to see.
Log
you know
in
what I mean?
and type that.
Yeah.
He had a beat that Brandy Blaze ripped on one of the last ones, and then it ended up Aunt Thomas heard that, and it made Aunt Thomas's album. So like, people are ending up on records, you know, like.
Fire.
That's the goal, is to just plug it in. Like, I know mad MCs. Y'all know mad producers.
Yeah.
I know mad producers through you. And it's just like, how do we plug them in? And maybe that's another reason I'm so critical is like, you go to these things and like, I feel like especially now I want to push people because, and I'll send some of my beats in. But like, I got Splice now too. Like, I got Ableton now too. Like, I'm seeing like the floor has risen dramatically for what
Should be
people can just make quickly and simply at home. So
Facts.
you really have to stand out in a different way now. And I don't want y'all to be caught off guard by that when all these artists are about to just start making their own beats because they can just get the sample pack they want and just do it. And they're not going to throw the extra sauce on it. They're just going to loop that shit, put it like all loops the whole way.
Yeah,
and
then be good.
And they will be good. So just... It's
Bro,
that time for y'all, like really.
When AI starts making any beat you want on the spot.
Have you tried that app?
I have not yet because I'm a little fearful of it, but I know it's out there.
They're not good yet, but they're going to be. Like
yeah, it's gonna be crazy. And the fact is, like, those beats that they'll start to make will sound like the cliche shit that some people tend to look for when it comes to the albums that they want it to be. So how do you stand out in a day and age when AI starts making beats? Quick, Sam, I gotta ask you this, right? Because you have so much culture within you. Do you know how to play spades, bro?
I'm 1-0. Never lost.
Thank you, fam. I'm as long as you know how to play
won
spades.
the day I learned. I'm good at card games.
Yes.
I'd love to play again.
Word?
Yeah.
We got to do a spades tournament or something, man. I'm
so
happy
with
to hear
it.
that. All right, because we're going to take a listen to this right now on the Beat Club Podcast. Keep it or cut it. Let's get it.
Don't ever change your sound for someone else or because someone said something. Make exactly what you want to make every time. If someone says something and you're like, damn, I'll think about that. And if I want to reach them, I might try that. But never just do some shit because like so-and-so said it would be better. Because then, man, they might not like the shit you did for them. And then you made some shit you don't like and they don't like.
So
I don't know. The West Coast did something to me. I never listened to dance music like that. And then now I'm deep in my Afrobeats, reggaeton, like house bag. Like, so I love it now when I'm at a thing and someone's on the SP and I'm doing the head nod stuff, but then someone throws in an up tempo thing and now I can like move my hips a bit. And like, so I like hearing the producer sending you stuff, playing with that rhythm and that melody and that tempo. And like, yeah, I mean, I was moving a bit. He's got the drums right for it. Yo, not for nothing, when you're sending beats to artists, too, they get, let's say an artist gets 500 beats. They're really only giving you 30 seconds. So put all the bells and whistles up front. Yeah, they're not waiting to hear the build-up at all.
Facts. Because we were just talking about that as far as how long does it take for you to know when you got one or when you heard one worth listening to. And we'd agreed it's between 15, 30 seconds.
It's quick. And I'll say, even though someone in there you said generic and
a little too cliche.
I feel that, but I also feel like this left. There's a difference between beats that people are gonna rap on or sing on, and beats that producers are gonna listen to. And this left room. An artist could hop on this and put a song on this. And anybody who was saying, "Oh, that was this or that," you wouldn't even notice that, depending on what the vocalist did.
Facts.
So this is a nice canvas for somebody. I remember it kind of blew my mind, but like when I first heard it, it makes sense after the fact. But Neptunes, when they sent out their beats, they always sent them with the hooks. And like, if you also can create hooks as a producer, that's the next level move. If you send the beat with the hook and it's good and it's gonna be a thing, and so hopefully that's what he's gonna do with that, because with the right vocalist and with the right vocalist, that's a record right there.
No,
there's plenty of space to do your thing on.
So you can keep it as well?
Yeah, keep it.
Just really quick though, Motivate, because I know you're a recording artist. Do you prefer getting tracks with the actual reference like hook on it, or no? It doesn't.
I wouldn't say it's a preference, but I mean it definitely makes life easier when all you got to do is fill in the blanks.
Yeah.
I mean that makes it an easier songwriting process when you get the hook, because you know what the song is about.
Yeah.
It's easy to kind of put the pen to the paper. Oh, okay, that's the direction we going. Bet. Versus going through beats and waiting for a beat to speak to you.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it can take a beat that you might be on the fence about. I'm like, oh, cool. This is
consider
that.
it.
Now I see your vision. Oh, it is that beat. I remember hearing this about Jay back in the day. When you were playing beats, he would just look around and see who everyone else in the studio, the ones they were nodding their heads to, and that would be the one he would write to. Like, the people know, and any artist knows this too. It's never the joint on your album that you think is the one that's gonna go. It's someone that you might not have even wanted to put on there, that it's like, that's the fan favorite. It's never the bar. It's never the, we don't know shit. Creators don't know shit.
We don't.
It's always the audience, and the audience is always right.
Bro, I learned. Do you remember Society?
Always.
The Cloverline Society SOP?
Yes.
So, Cell, who's one of my top 5 favorite designers I've ever bumped into of all time. Shout out to Marcel, man. He told me, he's like, you don't pick your classic, the public picks your classic. So he was designing all the shit that you could think is fire, but the moment you put it out there, that shit that you thought was fire, someone else might think this is actually fire, and that becomes your hottest ticket. Really, you got to test and really look at the insights and analytics of whatever you're doing and tweak based upon that.
The audience is always right, and they're the ones also that allow you to do what you do. So you must cater to them.
Yeah,
like,
you have to.
What do you look like correcting your audience?
But I will say this, Sam, thank you for everything that you fucking do for the culture, bro. And I want to say that because, like, and I'll say this with me and you already know I'm very big on transparency, right?
As am I.
Yeah, so this is how we operate. There's many people, and I don't know how to tippy toe around this, so I'm gonna be very straightforward. Mattapan Music, when I was there, we had to watch out for people that looked like you that came in. We had to look out for people because they were trying to fuck up our culture when it came down to the mixtape game. They were trying to, hey, do you guys have any mixtapes? And then they would end up taking all the mixtapes, finding us and shit. Like, they weren't about the culture, you know what I mean? And I remember being in Mattapan Music, and we seen a shot of what Boston hip hop looked like, and there were no black faces in this magazine article. I forgot what it was. But you seen different people that still had the culture in them, like Peter Parker, the DJ, and such like that. They were there. But there's certain people that I met that are completely, and you said the word earlier, authentic. And you are authentically planted into this whole hip hop game, period. There is no falsehood, there's no facade to you. And you've been navigating that way for so long that it can't be challenged. So I just want to thank you for everything that you're doing, because not only are you going about it in a way that highlights the culture, but you're also being creative with it. Like, we didn't talk about 24 and 24. You know what I mean? We didn't talk about the fact that you made 24 tracks in 24 hours with producers and hip hop artists. You know what I mean? Like, that type of thinking pushes people to the limits in which they need to be pushed. And sometimes it takes a person like you to say, hey guys, we can get it done, and get the people behind them and know that they can get it done. You create different animals like that. Same thing with the stew. We created different beat monsters. 20 minutes to make a beat, that's a monster. And I want to thank you for your contributions to the game and your continued contributions to come, because I know your mind is always going. So I want to give you some flowers, man. Hopefully I can give you some more, man. But you are that guy, bro. So I salute you when it comes to that.
I appreciate that, man.
Family.
It means a lot. And
you got that. You get an air horn too, my G.
Thank you. Air horn. For me, music is communication. It's a way we communicate. And one of my favorite things about music is the people I met through it. And I met, folks like yourself and so many people that are, because that are like real people that are part of my life that I've met through music, that, you know, any city I'm in, I got a couch or I'm comfy. If you can make music, you can communicate with people. And for me, it's all about connecting. So if you heard something you liked from me today, if you heard something you didn't like, if you heard D say something that you want more info about, like just at LFOD Life, LFODLIFE. Please just shoot me a DM. It's me. I'll respond. I'd love to chop it up with you about whatever, answer any questions, comments. And yeah, man, it's just been really dope to meet people. I appreciate you saying that, because I'm someone who, you know, I'm from New Hampshire originally. I'm from spaces where this isn't organically happening. And it went from, you know, finding things on, you know, the internet to like pulling up. That's what thing I learned from Marin, like pull up, be in the space, like, and just like taking in what I've, like hip hop really raised me in a lot of ways, taught me like so much stuff about, you know, standing on what you say and being your own person and like really being out there for self like that, but for community. So I thank y'all for being, you know, for welcoming me and giving me the space to learn and grow and share those ideas. So I appreciate that.
You got that,
greatly.
family.
Sam, thank you for coming through. The Nomad, man. We caught him. We caught him in Boston. You know what I'm saying? But nah, salute to you, man. I echo Loop's sentiment, man. You already know, man. This is my brother, man. We chop it up outside of music. That's always the last thing we fucking talk about usually. So salute to you,
Fog
my guy.
out now.
Yeah, the fog is available
Talk that shit,
everywhere, man.
Motivate.
Make sure you go to motivatemerin.bandcamp.com.
Positivity is a better movement. Let us do this. Level up and get into this evolution. Revolutionary method music. Get us choosing everything but less excuses. Shout out to the kings and queens with everything to lose. They never lose it.
There's so much glory in the story.